Now, gentlemen, if you will join me in the parlor, the following content will be serving white cake. Start the show. Had to get a little cultured on him. Had to hit him with that Django. Had to hit him with that Calvin Candy joint.
Wow.
I always thought there was something weirdly symbolic about that white cake.
Because you don't hear anyone say white cake.
Not only that, he's so white, he had to put the H in it. White cake. And then I felt weird. Because that white cake looked delicious.
It did.
That shit looked delicious.
It did, though.
It wasn't too dry. It was just moist enough. That man, look. That's that old South. That's that old Southern cooking. That's that Paula Deen shit.
Yo, the real hero in that movie, though, was Kerry Washington, who took a bloody palm to the face, man.
Sure did. God damn.
I'm surprised she didn't just reach up and break character, whip his ass on spot.
Kerry Washington took a couple of L's in that movie. Oh, niggas plus alcohol plus information equals opinions while black. Your black ass cheat sheet for the week in foolishness and fuckery. I am your boy Oz.
I am D. Randle, and apparently, based on what's been happening over the last few weeks, apparently we have a feature with Chris Brown coming up soon. He's popping up on everybody's shit.
Chris Brown's popping up on everybody's shit, including and especially Karrueche Tran's mentions. Did you see right after we wrapped last week, that nigga ended up on, like, they posted a picture of Karrueche and Victor Tran on Shade Room. And that nigga commented #goals.
#goals.
Just imagine if you were a nigga that's got a restraining order out on you, and you were all in said person's mentions talking about goals.
Technically, he's 100 feet away. Maybe.
That nigga is not wrapped too tight. At first, I thought he just needed an ass whooping.
Why don't she just block him?
Good question.
Because that would prevent him from commenting.
That would prevent Victor Cruz from whooping his ass. But yes, that would prevent him from commenting. But we all know there's a level of clout involved. And the more Chris Brown does this shit,
that's true,
the more people are going to be Team Karrueche.
True.
And she needs that viewership because, you know, she's on that show Claws.
I've been meaning to watch it. I just can't bring myself to watch any TNT, TBS, or USA shows.
I will watch anything. I haven't watched it yet, but I intend to because I will watch damn near anything for Niecy Nash. Niecy Nash could get it. I don't give a fuck. Niecy Nash could get the pipe back in Reno 911 days.
And now that you know how she treats her man,
bruh, she get all that work. Oh man, it's been a week.
It has definitely been a week.
It's been a hot ass week.
It's been my birthday week.
It is also been D. Randle's birthday week. These are not things that he discusses in a braggadocious way.
Yeah.
These are not things that he wants to talk about all the time. But these are definitely things that deserve some praise. So if we could have a round of applause for the man, the myth, the legend, the man by which all of this is possible, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Damian Randle.
This feels very weird.
And it is because it is his birthday that we have like 2 bottles of some shit of his favorite shit.
Hey,
we were in the liquor store. We were in the liquor store trying to figure out which flavor to get. He said, "Get both of them.
Just get both.
We'll just interchange during segments."
You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting all week to drink. You know what it's like having a birthday during the middle of the work week,
right?
You can't really get it in.
My birthday this year is on a Sunday. Okay. It's weird.
At least for you could start Friday and lead into Sunday.
That's true, because that isn't what I intended.
My shit was on Tuesday.
Oh, man. That's lame.
Hey, but you know what? We still out here, man.
We're still out here. We're still making it happen today, man.
You know, this is a strong pour.
I see. Humans ain't shit.
Once again, as always, humans ain't shit. Okay, so try to keep this one quick. I was reading an article. I hate these articles that are like, they're always from some bullshit like Thought Catalog or something. One of those weird feelingsy websites that really ain't about shit, but people's fucking feelings about things and validating people's dumbass ideas about their feelings about things. And I can't get the title exactly right, but the title was more or less, it's hard to be an old school romantic when when your whole generation is into hookup culture. And here's my thing about that. And right away I was already put off by the title. And the article isn't even worth dissecting for real, because it really didn't go into any real depth or any real factual emphasis on any of the points it was trying to make. It was just somebody who just was saying dumb shit like, you know, I like flowers, and I like walks on the beach, and I like holding hands, and I like the mystery of meeting a new person and all that stuff. But everybody's so into swiping left and swiping right and hookup culture. Guys, this is and if we want to trade opinions, this is probably one of my ideas on what I think is part of the problem. Guess what? Other people can like whatever the fuck they like. Right.
What other people like has no effect on you and how you conduct your love life. Stop. It's just like those people that are all on other people's cases for a movie they like. And it's like, this is why we're getting bullshit, because people like these movies and these movies and people are just making movies for these people. Guess what? Stop making other people responsible for your bullshit. Stop making other people responsible for your fucking love life. Just because your love life is fucked up, that is not somebody else's fault. And let's take it a step further. Who says that just because somebody likes that you can't like walks on the beach and holding hands and flowers on the first date and getting bust down in the Burger King bathroom simultaneously? Now let me go ahead and point out, it does not have to be a Burger King bathroom. I would prefer a Chick-fil-A bathroom.
That's only for heterosexual encounters, though.
Yeah, right.
Just so you remember.
Just so you remember what the people are about. I would prefer a Buc-ee's bathroom. Very clean bathroom.
You could actually take off your shoes and do.
You can take off your shoes in a Buc-ee's bathroom. But yeah. Who says I can't like both of those things simultaneously? Who says I can't like romantic Post-it notes after the first night, or romantic text quoting fucking John Legend songs?
Ew.
And slapping you on the forehead with my dick? I can like those things simultaneously.
You know, I just kind of... The whole thought of hookup culture being a recent phenomenon is kind of interesting to me, because
it's really not.
There's a lot of proof from my parents' generation of people with multiple families that would beg to differ with that.
Look, listen. many of you niggas came from the age of free love. There's a key party in your origin story that your parents have not told you about.
Yo, I dare you. If your parents were born in the 40s or 50s, I dare you to ask them what hookup culture was like during their time.
I mean, this did not happen in a vacuum. Hookup culture is not new, and old school romanticism is not dying.
Only difference is motherfuckers had whole families on the other side.
Real talk. Just think of when you gotta have an open about 10 years when you have an open paternity case based on your Tinder account, and you got them people looking through your Tinder. I'm just saying it could be worse.
Gang.
All I'm saying is stop making other people responsible for your fucked up love life.
Get out there and meet people.
Meet people, man. There is somebody out there into what you're into.
Yep.
The internet is vast and infinite.
Wash your legs.
Wash your legs, white people.
I didn't specify who.
I did. White people, wash your fucking legs. All I'm saying is there's too much internet and too much Google and too many ways for people to meet other people, for you to be worried about, for you to be convinced that there's nobody into what you're into.
And also, besides those things that he just mentioned, there are also places to go to meet people. Do you realize, like, in the last 5 years, there's been a proliferation of day parties in the Negro community?
Real talk.
Day parties are a prime way to meet people.
Very much so. We have revolutionized drinking during the day.
And shit, it's barely noon right now. We're already getting hammered.
And we are getting fucked up. If there's an avenue for day drinking, there's an avenue for you to meet people. And guess what? This goes for old school romantics and for the hookups.
Absolutely.
Definitely for the hookups. 'Cause that chick you met going in, that's not the same chick. That's not the same chick you're gonna meet 5 mimosas later.
Right.
Mimosas getting cheap than a bitch, and I like it.
Imagine a $30 investment in a bottomless mimosa.
Get the carafe.
You could find your life partner in a mimosa.
It's real talk, man. They're out there. They're out there somewhere.
Bottomless, $30.
What they say in that movie? Swing away. Swing away, Meryl. Song of the week. Song of the week. I'm gonna go a little slightly obscure. Some of you may have heard this last season on Queen Sugar. I might briefly mention Queen Sugar a little later, but I like this. It's a little bit of a summer joint, kind of a slow joint mixed with a little rapidy rap. This is Gladius James featuring Wiz Khalifa. The song is called Rich. Pour yourself a little something, get comfortable. We're gonna have a good show today. We're gonna get you through your work week right. We'll be back with more Opinions While Black. Let's go. And that was Gladius James with Rich featuring Wiz Khalifa. So that's a nice little joint.
Nice little waltz.
Yeah. It took me forever to find that joint too, because sometimes these shows will put some shit on that the artist has not released as a single. And you be on, man, I was everywhere on looking for that shit. Shazam, TuneFind, SoundHound, all that shit. TuneFind is a good place if you want to know what songs are your favorite show is jamming to.
Yep.
And you don't have Shazam on point at that moment, because I was trying to live tweet and Shazam at the same time. And Queen Sugar, you always got to stay on point.
Yeah.
So, tunefind.com is a great place. They have They have a lot of the movies, a lot of the obscure joints you might find in a movie, TV, commercials, a lot of that shit. So definitely check them out. But yeah, Gladius James and Wiz Khalifa. I even liked Wiz on that joint.
Wiz is consistent, man. I really
very consistent.
You know, you got to get a weed reference in the first 4 bars,
right?
And that's how you know he's definitely on it, man.
Roll up the green.
Roll up the green. You're gonna get some green in there. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. What is? Music. New Gucci.
New Gucci. Yeah, he rolled out nice little
snuck one out on us.
You know, the man who's
Gucci has put out some consistent shit.
I will say that he used his time behind the Iron Veil well, and it looks like he's proliferated with a lot of material since then.
Hot shit.
I'm putting words in the wrong place because of alcohol right now.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
But he's he's Gucci.
The Computer Love sample was hot.
Yeah,
I think that's my standout right now.
It's cheating, but it was
Yeah, the Computer Love sample is hot. That's the one is going to get everybody on. Mm-hmm. When you start out with the right sample on your shit, everybody's immediately drawn to it. It's just like at the club. DJ knows what old school version to put on first.
Yep.
I'll give you one that a lot of people I introduce this joint to. So when I send people the link for the Field Trip video, everybody loses their shit at that sample at the beginning for the other song. And everybody, like my sister, Latanza, shout out to Latanza, she lost her shit at that sample and was like, you knew I was gonna watch this shit. The minute I heard the sample, you knew what time it was. And by the way, we're talking about Field Trip by Radio Galaxy, an ill-mannered production group.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is though.
Yeah. I am pretty sure there's a comment that says, "Yo, what is that sample?"
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna tell y'all.
Oh man. So yeah, Gucci had a hot one. Lil Nas X dropped his EP.
Yes.
Okay.
He had to.
Right. So I think it's pretty common knowledge that I hate Old Town Road. Having said that, the other songs on the EP are actually really good. I was impressed.
He's gonna piss a lot of people off though.
Agreed.
People who I will say this: people who like Old Town Road are probably gonna hate this EP. But he told y'all. He told y'all that this was a hustle. He told y'all that he was just trying to generate some buzz and break into the game this way. Yep.
And some people are going to be very disappointed when they hear this EP and it is not 7 songs of country rap tunes.
Now he is gonna get your hopes up a little bit.
Cause Rodeo with Cardi B
is on there, and that's definitely the safe follow-up single. After that, y'all are gonna be pissed.
Cause he is a rapidy rapper. He is, well, maybe not a rapidy rapper, but he's a rapper.
He told y'all he wasn't a country rapper
at all. That he was gonna ride this shit till the wheels fell off, and y'all fell for it.
By the way, shout out to his social media game too, man. He's got some good comebacks for people that try to shit on him.
Oh,
I got to give it to him. Yeah.
I haven't seen a good comeback king on Twitter since Wesley.
Yeah, I can't remember the specific thing that he did, but I think he showed some of his. It was either album art or some other type of promotional art, and someone accused him of stealing an idea from someone. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so thanks to whoever it was who pointed out that last piece that I put up was a derivative of something else. So here's my real cover art, and it was basically like a remake of a Kanye cover.
Right.
It's like he's got the snark in him.
So there's definitely some worthwhile music coming out. Drake Actually, this is a great time to go into our new, probably not regular, but recurring segment, Drakewatch 2019. That's right. What is Six God doing and where is he doing it?
Six.
Drake, since the Toronto Raptors have secured the bag, I want my chips with the dip. I want my chips with the dip. Oh, God. After we recorded and I went to 5015, shout out to DJ Burn, man. He looped that quote in with, like, nice for what? I want my chips with the dip. I want my chips with the dip. That was some corny shit, but every DJ worth their ass is going to loop that into their mix now. I'm guarantee it. That's irresistible.
And it means nothing.
Nothing.
He like looks to
That
the
nigga
heavens.
was
Is
drunk.
like, I just want my chips with the dip, man. I just want my chips with the dip.
That nigga was drunk. That's what that was.
Yeah.
That nigga was hella drunk and just saying some shit. We did it. We did it. I want some chips with the dip. In celebration of the Toronto Raptors winning the NBA Finals, Drake flew his private jet, actually called Air Drake, over the victory parade all day.
Gotta give it to him.
He flew his private jet over. He did flybys like a fucking Top Gun.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And I want to shake my head at him, but it's on brand.
Like, what else would you expect him to do?
It's exactly on brand.
Other than buy a helicopter, put an owl on it, and land that shit in the middle of, like, the crowd. Or just have it hover for, like, 4 hours over the crowd, playing Drake music.
That nigga was having sex in that plane. He was having sex in that plane as they were doing flyovers.
His ass probably wasn't even on the plane. He was probably flying that bitch from the garage. Like a drone.
Right? You know what? I'm telling you, drones gonna be everywhere. You know, Uber has helicopters now. Uber, like in New York, Uber, I think it's like $100 or something that Uber will helicopter you from, I think, maybe to JFK. I don't think any of that's a good idea.
It's a terrible idea.
Uber
driving is difficult enough.
Right. Uber drivers have barely worked out driving.
You put the motherfuckers in the air, I'm good.
It's all going bad. It's all a problem.
Especially if they're talking about having drone copters, I'm very good on that.
And see, Uber drivers want to talk to you too much for me to want to be in a fucking helicopter. So where you headed? You coming from work?
Man, just hop over this building, dog. Just look at the building in front of you.
Bro, building. Oh, no, it's cool. I got it, man. I got it. The GPS will get me there.
He on the phone with somebody the whole time.
The whole time. Oh, God. I was in a Uber one time, and the girl was on the phone, not just on the phone, but gossiping about what somebody else in the community choir was doing. The whole time. First time I ever gave 2 stars to anybody.
Wow. Was it good gossip, though?
It was kind of saucy.
Okay.
It was a little saucy.
Could have given it 3.
Man, I said, okay, I gave her a 2, but then I put, like, great conversation.
With somebody.
Not me.
you.
Because usually when I call Uber and I see so-and-so is known for great conversation,
No.
I go, fuck!
I don't. That's the one thing. Again, I'm with you on that. The one thing when I look, I'm like, fuck. They're not going to shut the fuck up.
Shit!
I will actually give you 5 stars
for not talking to me.
if you just get me to where I want to go and you don't say a fucking thing.
I pretend to go to sleep. With the headphones in. Real talk. That's how much I don't want to fucking talk to you in the Uber.
You know what? I need to do that. I need to be better about that.
Man, and you know, and fortunately, there's a big black pass.
Yeah, that's true.
Me and a big black dude, they assume you don't want to talk to them.
First of all, they're looking at you weird when you get in, like, oh shit.
Real talk. This is a big. Oh, here, let me help you get the seat up. That's all the talking I want.
That shit should be up already, man.
You saw me coming. You know you driving a fucking Prius.
Yeah, when you're in the Uber pool and the other two motherfuckers looking at you like, oh damn,
right?
Oh, maybe you need to get in the front seat.
Man, the pool. I thank God Houston doesn't have Uber pool, because when you're in New York with that Uber pool shit, you don't know who the fuck you sitting next to, bro.
I'm willing to pay 4 times as much.
Real talk.
Just to have a ride to myself.
Man, I paid out the ass in New York sometimes for a fucking Uber X.
Yeah.
That Uber pool shit. Fuck that.
There was one time where I didn't have a choice. And it was like 3 a.m. and I don't think the trains were running where I was. And it was like the only choice was the pool. And I was like, shit. And the one person in the back seat, well, I originally got in the back seat. I was the first one. The next person just kept talking. The person that got in the front seat was complaining to the driver. And when they came to the stop, the guy was just looked back and he was asking me for my opinion on whatever they were talking about. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. He was like, oh, you're a big dude, man. You should be up here in the front. Let's switch.
Oh, shit.
I was like,
Gucci.
I don't give a fuck.
Just let me sleep.
I just want to go. I'm buzzed.
I'm so fucking drunk. Just let me go home.
I have to take a shit, y'all. And you holding this shit up. I'm probably going to be the last one to get dropped off, too. Oh, I'm next? Word.
Right. So, yeah, that's that. So, Drake dropped 2 joints.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about Drake.
We were talking about Drake.
Yeah.
Drake dropped 2 joints. He dropped Omerta.
Mm-hmm. And Money in the Grave.
And Money in the Grave with Rick Ross.
Rosé.
I did not hate the Rick Ross joint. I actually enjoyed the Rick Ross joint despite me not liking anything Rick Ross does. The only thing I've ever liked from Rick Ross outside of this joint is Devil Is a Lie. I fuck with Devil Is a Lie tough.
Rick Ross is the greatest.
That nigga trash.
I like Rick Ross, man. Rick Ross makes me believe that even at my age, I can start selling drugs today. Until I pull into the parking lot of my job and realize, like, nah, I'm actually okay for now. Like, Rick Ross is like great music for people who should have stopped selling drugs about 10 years ago.
A long time ago. But they working that regular job now. It's 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You still got to move like a hustler.
Yeah, they selling pills on the side.
Oh man. So I like that one. Omerta, he briefly commented on Kanye and Push. Briefly. Somebody on Twitter said a grown man in 2019 actually said that niggas told on him. Which is true. If we're looking back at it, Push is kind of the real gossip girl in that situation.
He did. Benihana is pigeon food.
Push. Ugh. So that is Drakewatch 2019. I'm sure this nigga is gonna act even further an ass this summer. So we will keep watch on him and we will report as it happens. What is next in the news? Oh, Chadwick Boseman has finally cooled down. Black Panther has finally cooled down enough that Chadwick Boseman is ready to remind us that he is a serious actor.
He's actually a good actor.
Going for the crown. And no, I'm not talking about that weird-ass cop movie, 21 Bridges or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you couldn't tell me on that.
No, I wasn't good on that.
When I saw the press interview and someone asked him, like, are there really 21 bridges leaving Manhattan?
That nigga
he was like, I don't know.
That nigga said the fuck?
He said, he's like, actually, when we started the movie, it was 17 bridges, and they revised it to 21. So I don't know.
Could be anything.
Yeah. I thought there were only 4 bridges. But who cares?
That's a lot, man. So, basically, he is doing a movie. He's doing an August Wilson joint.
Yeah.
With Viola Davis.
Viola Davis and a few other.
Produced by Denzel. We forgot that Denzel basically
he owns August Wilson's whole catalog.
So we're going to see some hard ass acting.
Hard acting.
This is going to be like the Immortal Technique, MF Doom,
Cannabis,
Rhyme Fest.
Just hard bars.
Hard ass bars.
With Black Thought cleaning up at the end.
with Fonte on that bitch. Hell yeah.
Y'all gonna get sick of bars on this one.
Oh man, there's gonna be some hard acting from here on out.
Like Fences was some of the most hard acting I've ever seen. I've seen in recent years. Like that was a clinic on acting.
Snot-inducing acting.
This shit is gonna be probably even better.
Oh, there's gonna be so many snot bubbles. You remember Gladiator with Russell Crowe and the snot bubbles? I think Viola Davis had a couple of snot bubbles.
Oh, she had a whole, and you saw that shit coming. She had the one take snot bubble.
Viola and even in snot bubbles and all, Viola Davis could still get this work. Viola Davis is our sex tape would be immaculate.
Wow. I don't want to see it, by the way. I do not.
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited that August Wilson's stuff is getting a turn.
Yeah.
I'm excited that a lot of these black writers that just kind of got glossed over in the mainstream format are getting a turn. August Wilson, Octavia Butler.
Yes.
Octavia Butler's got at least 2 joints in production right now.
And what's good about a lot of these stories is that they were written a while ago, but you start to see how timeless they are and how timeless the themes are. Like 50, 60, 70 years later, the themes that they're covering in these stories are still relevant to this day.
Facts. Like both the Octavia joints, Wild Seed is pretty much one of my favorite books of all time, which Viola is also working on. Wild Seed is timeless. And then I believe Ava is working on Dawn. Dawn is, man, y'all, if they do it right, y'all aren't ready for some of the fucking levels that are about to happen fucking with Dawn. Dawn, like, y'all remember Alien Nation? This dwarfs Alien Nation. Alien Nation was a big deal for a while for it to be such B-movie shit.
Shit.
Dawn is about to shit on Alien Nation. Earth's Final Conflict, all that shit. Dawn is about to show its ass. Wild Seed too, because if they do Wild Seed, I don't know if they're doing it as a movie or a miniseries. It would work either way, but it's the first part in a series called The Pattern Master. Or Patternist.
Yeah.
The Patternist series. There's like 4 other books. There's really 3. Because there's a 4th one, but Butler has never re-released it because she didn't like it. This shit is about to go down. I am so excited for Wild Seed to get its shot because we've given such problematic white writers their shot. Orson Scott Card had his turn, but he is homophobic as fuck. William Gibson had his turn. We will never stop doing Philip K. Dick shit. They're just gonna keep running Blade Runner and The Man in the High Castle into the fucking ground. So I'm happy. I'm happy these people are getting their shot.
I'm ready for this Octavia Butler cinematic universe.
Yes, facts.
This August Wilson cinematic universe.
Facts. Let's fucking go. What else is going on? This OJ Simpson has discovered Twitter. What a change in pace. OJ Orenthal James Simpson has discovered Twitter.
At this point, OJ is daring y'all. He's just daring y'all to catch him slipping. He knows that he's above the law, man. This fool got on talking about, whatever is the official OJ account.
Well, I'm gonna be here on Twitter. There's a lot of fake accounts under my name. Are there?
Well, it's time for me to start getting even.
Are niggas just really on Twitter just actively pretending to be OJ?
Nobody.
That can't be a thing.
Nobody.
No one. And then I'm guessing you're still looking for the killer.
Who's he getting even with? That's the part that concerns me.
The killer. He told y'all. He told y'all he's still looking for the killer.
So he's going to commit suicide? Is that what he said?
Oh man.
If you really look at OJ, he has a big fucking head. Dog.
That OJ got the biggest head you ever saw in your fucking life.
Damn, he has a big head.
That's a big head. He is unmistakable. We ain't seen that nigga. It was so funny. Somebody on my timeline actually posted, they're like, shout out to OJ for staying out of trouble. Are you serious? Don't you remember that? He was on 2 episodes of that show, Jail.
Yep.
He was on 2 episodes of that shit. Not only was he on 2 episodes of that shit, the cops arrested him and thought it was hilarious that they put him in the same cell number as his jersey number. They thought that shit was hilarious.
They did that shit on purpose.
Hell yeah, they did. LAPD is some bitches, boy. I tell you, that was funny, but LAPD is some hoes for that. So we will definitely, well, maybe not definitely, but we will certainly keep up with OJ news as it happens.
Chloe's dad.
Chloe's long lost daddy. So I definitely want to talk about this because it definitely bears discussion on our part. Ebony magazine fired maybe their whole online staff without pay.
Word?
I will read according to The Root. The Root has learned that the once revered publication allegedly fired its online editorial staff without pay on June 7th, according to 2 sources. Former media director Joshua David, an additional source who requested anonymity out of fear of not receiving their back pay, damn, that's cold, confirmed that the digital editorial staff, comprised of 3 writers, 1 videographer, and David, were terminated via a call from a human resources representative, subsequently identified as Elizabeth Burnett, Vice President of Operations of Clearview Group, the Austin-based investor group that owns Ebony and its sister publication Jet. Is Clear now? Here's my question. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Is Clear Group okay? So I just found Clear Group's website. This is extremely white, guys.
Very much so.
This is almost certainly white.
They have the one black woman planted in front.
Right. They're so white, they put the one slightly racially ambiguous black woman with curly hair up front. In an exclusive to The Root, David provided a recorded phone call and an email to corroborate his claim. He admitted that his concerns about the company surfaced long ago when his superiors initially refused to address the allegations leveled against the company with the emergence of #EbonyOs, the social media campaign started by unpaid freelance writers. Now, I know where this is going because I don't know if I talked about this on the show a long time ago, but there was one time last year, I believe, where there were several Ebony writers who got together and sued Ebony for some odd 6 to 8 months of back pay.
Damn.
And I think they got together and sued them for like, I don't know, it was like $25,000-$30,000.
6 to 8 months back pay?
It's quite a bit of back pay. Now here's my thing. I was curious as to how they divided that shit up because there were like 20 writers involved in that shit.
Look, man, y'all got one time for me to miss a paycheck.
Real talk.
And I'm out that bitch. No matter where I am. I've had a job before where because of a holiday weekend, whoever it was that turned in payroll didn't turn it in that Friday before. They didn't turn it in until Tuesday. And when we all expected to get paid that Friday, they were like, it's going to be delayed by a few hours because payroll came in a day late. I was like, well, we're going to sit right here.
Hell yeah.
We're going to sit right here. They're like, no, we promise, like, after midnight tonight, it'll be available. Watch. Bet my shit ain't in there at midnight. I know where your home address is.
Oh, wait. They got receipts.
Uh-oh.
They got receipts. They have a screenshot of the email.
Uh-oh.
Urgent, payroll delayed, please read. Oh, I'm going to open that shit.
Let's look.
Good afternoon. As a result of a delay in receiving expected capital this week,
we don't have any money.
There will be a delay in payroll this pay period, 5/31/19. Oh shit, that's recent. Therefore, paychecks will not go out on Thursday as anticipated. We are writing to all employees to apologize for this situation. We are working diligently with our capital source to get the payroll process as soon as possible next week. Thank you for your patience and understanding, and again, we apologize for this paycheck delay and any inconvenience it may cause. So if you haven't paid your rent, go fuck yourself. We greatly value your hard work and efforts on behalf of our company. Please contact HR if you have any further questions about this important issue. Apparently Joshua Davis screen capped this and sent it to the Root exclusively. There was no confirmation as to when we would be paid. David told the Root only that they don't have the capital to pay us. Okay. Let's go ahead and unpack.
Wow.
So, here's the thing with this. We're at a point where print media is not selling as many pages as they used to. We're at a point where the creative, the artist, the writer.
There is no Sprite in this shit. Wow.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. The artists, the creatives, the writers.
The artists, the creatives, the writers have a lot more leeway to set out on their own and secure the bag with or without you.
Right.
So it feels like Ebony is really Ebony has really put these people, these young people, in a position where they should be happy to be writing there, and they should be happy to be getting the bag from Ebony. Guess what, guys? We're at a point where print media is on its last leg, and honestly, you should be on your hands and knees throwing money at young, savvy creators with their finger on the pulse to keep your bullshit going. Because, show of hands, guys, whoever's listening to this, who's really reading Ebony magazine? Anyone?
Okay, shut up.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Not a lot of you. D. Randle, when was the last time you read Ebony magazine?
In the 20th century.
Well, that's telling. The last time I even thought about Ebony magazine was like a Jill Scott interview from like 10 years ago, and I looked it up on Google. There is no reason that young people should be having it out with print media nowadays. I want all these people that were under this hashtag Ebony O's, all these people that were fired, they need to get together and make their own shit.
Let's go.
What's his fucking face? Jason Whitlock, when he went out to do the Undefeated, even though he got ousted from his own shit.
But fuck him though.
But fuck Jason Whitlock.
But I get the point. Yeah.
All of y'all need to get together and come up with your own media group. One publication, 2 podcasts. There's no reason. There's no reason for this kind of shit. There's no reason that you. And then what's damning about this is that Ebony was supposed to be a one-stop for young talented writers with ideas to get their shit off.
Well, look at it is, if you're going to do work for no pay, do it for yourself.
This is the Viacom of the this is the owned by Viacom of print media. This is some bullshit. And actually, you know what? On a random, I'm going to get to Viacom later because I got some shit to say there. But yeah, that's some horse shit, man. That there's no reason for that to be going down in 2019. So we definitely hope they get their bag. We definitely hope that there is a resolution there, and we hope that other publications of color, supposedly of color, get their shit together and compensate their writers the way they deserve. I'm looking at you, Blavity. Last but not least, what's we got? Oh, Anthony Davis. LeBron has finally gotten Anthony Davis.
The brow and the brawn.
The brow and the brawn have finally come over. That is the name of this fucking podcast. The brow and the brawn. Anthony Davis has finally come over to the Los Angeles Lakers at no small cost. Lonzo Ball. They traded Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, one other person, and like 3 first-round draft picks.
Yeah.
That's 6 people. For Anthony Davis?
For Anthony Davis. I mean,
Trade to the Pelicans?
And, of course, the Pelicans drafted Zion Williamson.
I was going to say, now the Pelicans sound like they got a squad.
They came out kind of good on it.
I was going to say, I mean, granted, it's not the best in the league, but everybody's trying to assemble their little Justice League to beat, the Raptors.
I was going to say beat who now?
So,
And the Raptors didn't even have to form a Justice League.
They sure didn't. Well, their Justice League, it's more like their Avengers. They have been forming an Avengers group pretty much since they let Rudy Gay go.
As Pusha T showed us last year, you cannot defeat a nigga still wearing straight backs.
Fuck with a nigga with jail braids if you want to.
That's all you need. You need one person still sporting cornrows in 2019. You got a chip coming.
He'll get you the fuck out of there. Do we think this is gonna be the thing to save the Lakers?
I honestly don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care if the Lakers succeed. And that's the point that I've been trying to drive home all this time, is that people have been speculating over the last several weeks, what are they going to do? It looks like the Lakers have shown an interest in so-and-so. Who gives a fuck? The Lakers are the Knicks of the West.
Oh!
Meaning that if you're not from L.A.,
damn!
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck.
If you're not from New York, nobody gives a fuck about the Knicks.
This is true. I'll give you that.
Y'all ain't been shit since Kobe and Shaq.
Honestly, y'all ain't been shit since before Kobe retired, because Kobe was definitely riding out that little 2 or 3 year contract.
Yeah.
And just bullshitting on the sidelines.
Like, I'm gonna get my paper.
This nigga hurt at home tweeting post. Suck my dick, Kobe Bryant. A certified ball hog is injured at home tweeting post. Nigga, shut up. The fuck out of here.
Never forget how he snitched on Shaq.
Oh, man. Him and Shaq got into it. They thought they'd have nothing in common, and then all of a sudden they did have something in common. Sitting their ass out of the playoffs.
But in all seriousness, I think the Lakers will be a fun team to watch next year, because anytime you have LeBron and you have one other person he adds to the team, you're gonna have a bunch of like just scrub niggas running around.
This is true.
With them as well. It'll be fun to watch. But
they just don't strike me as a Mike and Scotty.
Yeah, they're not. They
don't strike me like Mike and Scotty was holding that team, was holding the Bulls down for a minute, and even then, they didn't have shitty people around them.
And I don't think, I might be wrong, I don't think LeBron has as much incentive to win a championship now. The only thing that I think he would have going for him if he did was that he would be the first person to win with 3 different teams. But I mean, other than that, well,
I give him 3 more seasons.
Well, no, because Robert Horry has already done that.
That's big facts.
Rockets, Spurs, Lakers. Big Shot Rob. I seen him at Club Onyx back in the day. See him in the drive-thru at Whataburger back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Big Shot Rob was
Speaking
in
of
all
Whataburger,
spots
you know Whataburger got bought out.
by a Chicago firm. So
we're gonna have deep dish pizzas at fucking Whataburger?
here's the thing. I'm gonna wait to see. Because
I agree.
If they keep the core intact, meaning if they keep the burgers the way that they are, I'm fine with it. And what I really need Whataburger to do, though, is to expand nationally.
Agreed.
So that we can shut all you motherfuckers down. Talking about In-N-Out.
Suck my dick, In-N-Out.
Talking about Shake Shack.
Fuck you, Fat Burger.
White Castle. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga!
You next, nigga.
So we can do a side-by-side taste test so y'all can see why 10 out of 10 Texans agree. Whataburger. Fuck the rest.
Suck my dick, Five Guys.
Soggy ass buns.
Put too much fucking salt on the fries, bro.
Why you gotta give me all them fries too, man?
Y'all put a lot of fucking seasoning on them fucking fries, man.
Damn, man.
Y'all know niggas got high blood pressure. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. No, we're not. No. I got one more thing. So I didn't watch the MTV, what do they call it now? TV and movie awards?
Movie and TV awards because no one was watching either.
Because nobody's watching either of them shits. So Love and Hip Hop won like best reality show or something to that effect.
Okay.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is why I don't watch MTV anymore. I only watch VH1 for the reality shows. Mm-hmm. This is why I don't watch MTV anymore.
You're also not 13 years old.
I'm also not a 13-year-old. This is why I don't watch Nick. I don't watch any. I mean, you might be able to get me to watch Comedy Central depending on what the Daily Show interview is that night. But this is why I don't watch none of them Viacom shits. This is why I don't watch BET. Well, I watch Boomerang, but that's off season. Because it's all just become like everything. It has become like a peripheral. Everything has become where you just have the Viacom app.
Yeah.
And you can just plug in. They can just plug whatever they're trying to sell at that moment into whatever device that you're using at that moment. So if I'm using the MTV device, we're gonna do the TV Movie Awards, and we're gonna plug Love and Hip Hop in there, and we're gonna sell y'all Love and Hip Hop because we're gonna tell y'all that's the best reality TV show out right now. It's not. Now, Mona has been selling the shit out of this machine. I will give her that. Mona can work this machine like nobody's business.
Yep.
It's not the best reality TV show out there. Right now, I have to give that to Black Ink Chicago, which you can catch me live tweeting right now, because this is one of these shows where it's the real aspects of it are so real that it conflicts with the fact that, because once you've been a reality TV show for more than like 2 seasons, the shit gets real meta.
Yes.
And eventually you're doing a show about you being on a show.
Yes.
That's what Black Ink Chicago has become. Black Ink Chicago is almost too real to the point where you have people really wilding out about the fact that, because now Ryan Henry has basically opened a new shop in the same building as the old shop.
Okay.
But the new shop is where all the real tattooing happens. And the people that we watch this show for are coming to the conclusion that they're finally figuring out the plan. The plan is that this nigga really doesn't fuck with them anymore the long way, because he is easily the prettiest and most marketable of them all.
Yes.
With his Dominican scammer hair. And he's gotten to the point where he doesn't fuck with these niggas the long way anymore. But he also can't break ties with them because people keep coming to his shop off of the notoriety of the show.
Yeah.
So what did he do? He got a lease in the same building, and right across the hall, he built the Real Tattoo Shop. He let them keep the old brand name 9 Mag. And so when people want to come, it's almost like a tourist attraction. When people want to come and see the gang from the show and see them, because only like 2 of them actually tattoo, they can come and see them. But when they want their real tattoo, they can come into the nice sanitized 9 Mag joint that looks like a CSI lab.
Where tables aren't being thrown.
And all that shit. And the people from it's so weird, and it's almost like it's so meta because they don't realize that they're like in the Truman Show.
Yeah.
And now they're mad about it, and all of this because Ryan Henry fucked around on his once fiance, and when he tried to fire her, the rest of the gang was like, nigga, you can't do that. You can't fire her just because you ate her pussy and got caught. Now, granted, he can do what the fuck he wants to because it's his shop. But if this were real and not reality TV real, she'd have sued him. Yeah. But all that to say is that Viacom has teamed up with Mona to sell the fuck out of Love and Hip Hop like it's the greatest reality TV. It's not the greatest reality TV. It's the WWE of reality TV. Vince McMahon doesn't have the best product. He's selling it the best. Mona doesn't have the best reality TV show, but she's selling it the best. And Viacom is helping her because Viacom is more than happy to sell tomfoolery to non-whites, to non-blacks. Is more than happy. And I just wanted to get that off because when I saw that they won Best Reality TV Show, I had to laugh and I had to look. I was like, this is how you know the white people have completely occupied Viacom, BET, all things black on mainstream television. So yeah, the invasion has begun.
That's what it is.
Go ahead and we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with White People Must Be Stopped. You were experiencing opinions while black. That was a heavy pour.
That was a lot of pouring.
Damn. You are experiencing opinions while black. Sober conversation with the least sober team in podcasting. Pour up. And we are back. We are black. We are opinionated, and we're drunk.
Yo, it's not even 2:00. It is in the afternoon, and it's.
This is real day drinking.
My goodness,
you don't get day drinking like this anywhere else in podcasting anywhere. You don't get this on Click the Comments. You don't get y'all don't get this lit on From Houston with Love, do you?
No. No, we don't.
Who was that? Cashmere? That was like, man, y'all be getting in. Y'all be getting in. It's so right. Shout out to Cashmere Don and D-Ray from Houston with Love, label mates.
We'll be back soon.
Gotta love that. Gotta show love to the local fam.
That's right.
It is time for everyone's favorite segment, White People Must Be Stopped. We have a submission here from Chef Ibersol Fallon. What up, Chef? You have to excuse D. Randle. He is partaking in his emergency sandwich, keeping himself breaded. We have a submission here. We have to handle this one because this is a local situation. This is reported on from Blavity. You know it's serious if I report some shit Blavity wrote. Texas restaurant charges HBCU students extra after server says black students don't tip.
Okay, shut up.
Houston restaurant Locatelli's is feeling the heat after one of its servers told black patrons that students at a local university don't, quote unquote, don't tip, as an explanation for why he added an arbitrary 15% gratuity charge to their dinner bill. To add insult to injury, they forced the 6 black students to leave the restaurant. Brittany Blackney, a student at Prairie View A&M. Oh, the shit gets deep. Oh, I should have known. Oh, they ain't having that shit. Was celebrating her graduation on Thursday when their server notified her table that he would be adding a 15% gratuity charge.
What?
For 6 people? Fuck do y'all think y'all are? Turkey Leg Hut? When Blackney and her friends politely asked why, he openly told them it was because they were black. Basically, he said, black students from Prairie View don't tip, she told KPRC Houston. It was really shocking because I had never experienced anything like that before. Blackney asked to speak to the general manager, Carrie Salazar, who immediately got angry and threatened to call the police on the students. What the fuck?
Wow. Did they still have to pay? If you call the police on me, do I still have to pay?
Let's see.
Because I'm good with that. Like, oh, y'all want us to leave?
Good, they don't have to pay this bullshit.
I'm full as a mug too.
Salazar defended the server who added the charge to their bill to local news outlet KPRC Houston, but admitted that the restaurant only applied the charge for certain customers. In a later interview, Salazar justified her actions, claiming Blackney graduated as an engineer and makes twice as much as I do.
Blackney, the server?
The server graduated as an engineer, hopefully not from PV, and makes twice as much as I do. She first said the incident had nothing to do with race, but when pressed, she said she and the server anticipated Blackney and her friends. Oh no, Blackney is the victim.
Oh, okay.
Blackney and her friends would not tip and got preemptively angry about it. The 15% gratuity for groups is a rule on the books, according to Salazar, but they do not often enforce it. Salazar complicated things even further by explicitly mentioning the gratuity charge. According to the IRS, if the restaurant wanted to use a gratuity charge to make up for tips, they have to report that on their taxes, which is unclear if they do. Okay.
Can I say something before you get into it real quick?
Do it.
So here's what I'll say. I've had plenty of instances where a restaurant will inform you ahead of time that, for groups of 6 or 8 or more, or whatever the number is,
right,
that there will be a gratuity. They usually tell you that at the very beginning.
Sure.
And that's completely understandable. For me, that's completely understandable. Sometimes they'll even tell you we won't split the check more than 2 ways.
Okay.
They tell you that at the beginning.
They do. I agree.
And again, that's completely understandable because I know the mechanisms of how credit card payments are processed, and they pay additional fees for each time they have to swipe. I understand that.
That's true.
I also understand that there are many of us out there, people who I call dear friends and know very well, that are piss poor tippers. I also know a lot of white people, Latino people, Asian people, and people of every piece of the spectrum.
Yes.
That are also poor tippers.
Terrible tippers.
Here's my thing. When you run a restaurant, if you're a server at a restaurant, if you have any part of the operations of a restaurant, that is the risk that you run. It is a service industry. And I personally feel like it's fucked up that people don't tip.
It's also an occupational hazard.
It's an occupational hazard. I've said this before. I actually overtip to compensate for the shortcomings of some of my fellow people.
Yeah.
And I have friends in the service industry who've made me more sensitive to that. And I've also learned that if you don't agree with tipping, then don't patronize places where tipping is part of the practice.
Encouraged.
So if this person were to have explained to them ahead of time, like, hey, there's 6 of y'all here, just to let y'all know ahead of time, we do a minimum gratuity of 15%, 18%, or whatever they say, of parties.
That's why they tell you
6 or more.
So if you're not with it,
and sometimes if they're really nice, they'll even tell you, make sure you look at your receipt because the gratuity is included.
Right.
Now, in this case, if I'm not mistaken, this person actually was foolish enough to tell them the truth about how they feel, that they're imposing this gratuity because black people don't tip.
Yeah, they played themselves right there.
It is at that point when you tell me that,
where I get to take umbrage.
I call the manager. I call the manager to the table to stand next to this person, and I have this person repeat to me why we are being charged with gratuity. And I need you to keep that same energy in front of the manager.
Real talk.
And if the manager has the same energy that you have, guess who's not paying for shit?
We aren't. It's true.
Guess who's going to live stream?
It's true.
Right now.
It's true.
That's
Real
what
talk.
I'm saying. Sorry.
I'm with it. No. You covered it. Because here's my thing. We should be we should be far out of the stereotype. We live in an economy that is such, nobody's tipping right.
Right.
Nobody's tipping right. Everybody's broke. Nobody's tipping right. It is not cool to hang that at the doorstep of a specific group of people. I have seen white people avoid the tip.
Especially when it comes to black people.
I have paid the tip just extra just to make up for my white friends fucking up.
What a lot of y'all don't know is when I split the bill with you, I usually pay the full tip on my end because I don't know what you motherfuckers are going to tip.
Gonna do, right.
So whoever it is that got paid at the end is going to be very happy because they got a substantial tip. Y'all don't know that. I pay the full tip amount for the full bill.
Because niggas are fucking up. Yeah, that's no good, man. Like, and then, look, I know, I get it. It's Prairie View. They some cheap motherfuckers. They some cheap, I mean, I went to TSU, so this is kind of a, this is getting a little personal.
I went to U of H, so
I know.
My pinky is in the air.
It's Prairie View. They some cheap motherfuckers. They get their degrees in weaveology and shit. I know. That doesn't mean they broke. I don't think that means they broke. They probably are. Because tuition getting high.
Mm-hmm.
But we ought to be out of that stereotype. I want white people to innovate in their stereotypes. I want white people to innovate in their racism.
Yeah.
Switch it up a little bit. We wouldn't be so mad if y'all switched it up a little bit.
Be creative, man. Don't be so straightforward.
Man, that's old school shit.
Keep it interesting. Let us wonder for a little bit.
Don't tip. That's 5 years ago, man.
Sometimes I like to wonder after the fact if you were racist or not.
Exactly.
You know, that gives us a little conversation piece to have for like the next 30 minutes to an hour.
You just show your whole race. You just pull your dress up and show your whole racism off the muscle.
Man.
You don't leave shit to the imagination. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Look, this is why y'all need to be stopped. Listen. Send all of your racist stories, your real life racist stories, any racist links to things you think we missed in the news. Send it to opinionswhileblack at gmail.com. Send it, or you can send it to any of the social media avenues listed below. But I would prefer you send it to opinionswhileblack at gmail.com so
yes.
I can keep track of them and keep them ordered and all that shit. We'll be right back to finish it off with the top 3 STFUs You are experiencing Opinions While Black, Houston's most savage podcast. Pour up. We are back. We are black. We are opinionated. And it is safe to say that we are drunk at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Man, come on.
Every time we pull the Deep Eddy out, y'all know what time it is.
This is that bullshit, man. Because you don't know how to pour it, man. It's just like, when you look at it, that shit looks like the Simply Orange shit. Like, it looks like juice.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, and this shit is 70 proof.
And it doesn't hit you hard off the muscle. It just goes smooth. And then you start trying to function. It's a wrap. You want to get church announcements out of the way now, or you want to do that after?
We'll wait.
Okay. It's time for the top 3 STFUs. Who are the 3 people in America who need to shut the fuck up?
Okay, shut up.
I have them one way on this list, but I'm going to switch this a little bit. Number
right.
3 is none other than Dr. William Cosby. William Cosby had the audacity to wish everyone a happy Father's Day on the social medias. Bill Cosby.
Did he wish his own kids?
Well, I don't know. Are they? Well, one of them dead. I ain't mean it like that. I mean, he didn't do it, but I don't know how many kids he got.
Yeah, he might not know how many kids he's got.
Dr. William F. Cosby had the unmitigated gall to wish a happy Father's Day to anyone.
That was nice of him.
Bill Cosby, first of his name, raper of daughters, had the nerve, the testicular fortitude,
the audacity,
the unmitigated gall to wish anyone a happy Father's Day. No.
Okay, shut up.
No.
Okay, shut up.
No.
Okay,
no,
shut up.
we're not doing
okay, shut
that.
Up.
We're not. No.
Okay, shut up.
That doesn't even need an explanation. Shut the fuck up, Bill Cosby.
Okay, shut up.
And Camille, quit helping him learn how to use social media. Why do these motherfuckers have computer access in prison? Shut the fuck up. Let them learn that in technical school when they get out.
The fuck are you tweeting about in prison?
The fuck are you tweeting about in prison? I'm looking at you too, Tax Stone.
I got out for an hour today. It was partly cloudy. I got in about 10 reps, and then
Nigga, we don't want to hear about your adventures on the exercise yard.
a nigga got stabbed, so we all had to go into lockdown for the rest of the day. But
We watch Lock Up. We know how it go. I watch Lock Up.
I watched Love After Lockup.
Is that good?
Man, it's good and terrible.
Oh yes.
It makes you feel better about wherever you are in life right now.
I might need to start watching that shit.
Yeah, you got to.
By the way, if y'all have any reality shows y'all want me to watch and live tweet by request, go ahead and send them to me in the social medias or on Opinions While Black at gmail.com. And I will consider just doing a little live tweet marathon one of these days of a show of your request.
Let's go.
I'm curious about Love After Lockup because I keep seeing commercials about it during Growing Up Hip Hop.
Yeah.
You know Andrea Kelly is on Growing Up Hip Hop.
Really? How?
Oh, they getting desperate.
Wow.
Bow Wow and them getting desperate for people. Because we know Johnny Blaze didn't grow up hip hop.
No.
Because we know Andrea Kelly did. Well, maybe she did.
Man.
Well, anybody who's been with R. Kelly, maybe they did grow up hip hop. Yeah. So anyway, number 3, Bill Cosby, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
Stop
shut
it.
up.
Stop it. Number 2, Joseph Biden.
Okay, shut up.
Joe Biden got to shut the fuck up. Joe Biden is about to blow this whole fucking election for himself. Joe Biden is on the fast track to fucking this whole election off. So, Joe Biden has been beefing with Cory Booker. You know, Cory Booker's on one lately because of his reparation shit.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah, we did.
Drop it, y'all, please. Just
man, and I'll get into another reason I need to drop it in a minute. It's basically a lot of 2020 Democrats, a lot of younger Democrats have been on Joe Biden's ass about the fact that he is he's hearkening back to an easier time with more racist white people, and that he had quote unquote civility with to get things done.
on a slight side note, kind of a tangent here.
Yeah.
Can we stop trying to take it back to a better time? To be very clear, let's stop trying to take it back to a better time and just make now a better time.
A better time.
Because...
Or at least let's ask who that time was better for.
We all know the answer to that. If you are not a cis white male, then it was not a good time for you at any point in history.
Right.
Up to and including now.
Facts.
So let's stop trying to take it back to some mythical greater time. Because, bro, even in my lifetime, shit wasn't even popping after the 80s.
It was not.
Or until the 80s, I should say. So, y'all need to let that whole shit go.
I agree.
Stop fucking with people now. Let's do that.
And so now Joe Biden swears that Cory Booker owes him an apology.
For...
I'm not exactly sure.
For smashing Rosario Dawson?
Well,
I would never apologize.
I ain't apologizing for fucking Rosario Dawson. Apparently, Cory Booker owes him an apology because he's causing division or something.
Because he called him out for siding with segregationists.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's more or less what he's looking for an apology for.
Joseph.
Joe, listen to me. Listen to me very closely.
Joseph.
Listen very closely.
Joseph.
Really.
Joseph.
Okay. So.
He took off the glasses.
Joe.
Joseph.
You had this. You had this in the bag.
You still kind of got it.
Warren coming up.
Okay.
Warren's actually coming up with real solutions for things, and Warren's on the come up. Biden, you had this, man. You don't have quite the machine that Hillary did, but you had the moxie. You could have brought some people over to you. Honestly, you're a white male, you could still. But you're arguing with useless bum-ass Cory Booker over nothing. Y'all got this whole, y'all over there with this whole argument about fucking reparations. We've talked about this on the podcast before. I will say it again. This might be in the, you know what? This might be in the first line of the t-shirts. Reparations will never happen. Stop pretending like it is. You know why? As I got up to get dressed to come to the studio this morning, you know what I saw in the breaking news thing on MSNBC, which isn't really breaking news. If it's on MSNBC and they say it's breaking news, it's happened within like the past 72 hours. It said that Donald Trump called off a strike on Iran 10 minutes before the missiles launched. Our leader.
Yours.
Your leader, really. the motherfucker that you white people voted for ordered a strike on batshit ass Iran and called it off 10 minutes prior because fuck it.
Why not?
He's just the person in charge of the button is now just fucking with the button.
He's a dude that logged into Fortnite just playing like on the little loading area, you know.
And you niggas, I'm talking to you. You know what? I'm talking to you too, Cory Booker. You know what? You go ahead and hold this number 2L too. Y'all are arguing over some shit that doesn't matter because one, it happened a long time ago, and two, reparations will never happen. Y'all are arguing over some shit, some people that Joe Biden marched with, most of which are not alive today.
Meanwhile, your boy is about to Leroy Jenkins this whole shit.
He has his finger on the button. Y'all think that's important? Y'all think some shit is up? On the ball. Ball.
Okay. Okay, shut up.
You are about to blow this whole fucking thing. And meanwhile, Elizabeth Warren is coming up with sensible shit like, let's dismantle these prisons for profit. Elizabeth Warren is actually going after these fucking banks. And your bum ass is in the trenches with fucking Cory Booker. If Cory Booker's arguing about it, it's not gonna happen. And let me go ahead and get this shit off on a quick side note. Saw this shit on Instagram. Somebody that I very much respect on the gram. She got some nice titties. I'm not gonna put her name out there. Sent me a video from a Mr. Billy Sorrells. If you don't know who Billy Sorrells is, then you are part of like 97.8% of humanity. He is a quote-unquote comedian. I use the quote fingers for those of you on YouTube. Who is not funny. He's slightly funnier than Lil Duval.
It doesn't take a lot.
That's not a high bar to clear.
You just have to be able to spell your name and be funnier than Lil Duval.
Who jumped on Instagram and did a video about how, according to him, the LGBT people don't give a fuck about black people and reparations. How the women's rights groups don't give a fuck about black people and reparations. Some real basic Hidden Colors Hotep shit. I blame Cory Booker. I blame Cory Booker for making a nigga like Billy Sorrells who can't pick a struggle, who has baby hair and a face rug, think that he's woke. You cannot have genuine hair that you have not conditioned in several years. And you cannot have a face rug at the same time. You have to pick a struggle. You look like year one JC Chasez from NSYNC. Listen. And I'm not blaming Billy Sorrells. I don't equate him with a lot of brains. So he didn't think this out far enough because he didn't have the mental capacity to think that far. I'm not blaming him for going after the LGBT community because nobody who matters in the LGBT community is following this man on social media anyway.
Absolutely.
None of the people that he was addressing would be following him in the first place because they have better things to do. Like masturbate, like watch paint dry, like watching something terrible on TV like Empire. There's so many better things to do. than watch a man with baby hair that he has not combed in several years and a face rub that I am convinced has at least several crumbs of Popeye's chicken in it because he has not combed it. Who is under 5'7". Talk about reparations. This man should not be holding the microphone about reparations. This man can't reach the microphone. So I'm blaming Cory Booker. And Joseph Biden for making him think that the topic of reparations matters. Because it doesn't. Because we will never see reparations happen in our lifetime.
Ever.
We will never... The reparations bill will never pass. And we will never see checks with the government's name on them in the physical universe we occupy in the name of reparations. Joe, you are blowing this whole election. The entire election. Right now, you're J.R. Smith passing the ball to the other side of the court and fucking off the finals for LeBron. Your simple white ass has empowered simple Simon motherfuckers like Billy Sorrells to think that they should have an opinion about things happening in the world outside of BET. Shut the fuck up. Shut
the
fuck up.
Okay, shut up.
You.
Okay, shut up.
And Billy, you suck my dick.
Wow.
And the number one person who should shut the fuck up.
Oh shit, that was number 2. Damn.
And the number one person who should shut the fuck up is Mr. Mitch McConnell.
Okay, shut up.
Mitch McConnell, the party leader of Cobra or the Republicans or whatever. His response to reparations. This is the party of Donald Trump, by the way, just so you know.
Yes.
His response to reparations is that, what was it? Go ahead. You do it.
His response was basically like, hey, guys.
You had a black president.
You got a black president.
That's reparations enough.
Mic drop.
Mitch.
400 years of slavery, 90 years of Jim Crow, and a continued legacy of systemic racism, which perpetuates to this day. And 8 years of a black president that they spent 8 years obstructing and making a living hell for.
That you didn't want.
That you didn't want.
You didn't want him. You spent most of his 8 years blocking everything he did. You spent at least 3 years after that trying to undo all the things he did during his presidency.
Still can't undo Obamacare.
You were still trying to undo Obamacare.
Can't pass a good tax law.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Y'all haven't done shit.
Y'all ain't did shit.
But this is our thanks for all the shit that my parents, grandparents, and great grandparents had to go through. I'll tell Mitch McConnell on behalf of you.
Go ahead. This is yours.
Suck my dick.
I'll allow it.
You turtle-faced, shit-eating, larvae-looking. Oh, you. I just like.
Mitch.
The audacity. Now, here's my thing.
The caucasity.
My thing, bro. using your own logic against you, sir. If a black president was the credit posted against the debit of centuries of oppression against black people,
Right.
then the credit of 44 white male presidents needs to be offset by some type of debit itself, sir. And we'll take that in cash. We'll take that in credit. We'll take that in the form of clean water in Flint, Michigan. We'll take that in the form of Native Americans getting their land back.
No, let's back up real quick.
Oh,
We will take that in the form of clean water. Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water. And you think a nigga that dresses good with a fine wife who sings Let's Stay Together on TV is making up for it? What the fuck is wrong with you?
unarmed people are still being shot by cops to this day.
Tamir Rice doesn't think that Obama is suitable reparations. Oh, wait, Tamir Rice is dead. He doesn't know what the fuck to think. Stephon Clark doesn't know what the fuck to think about you and this reparations shit because he's dead.
If you believe in reparations, Mitch McConnell, George Zimmerman would be fried right now if you truly believed in this shit. But the thing is, man, I understand. Y'all don't want to talk about it.
Nope.
It's uncomfortable for you. It's uncomfortable for you to face the truth. And I'm not one of those reparations dudes. I don't
At all.
I don't believe it'll happen. I don't even care if it happens. I don't even want a cash settlement. I don't want J.G. Wentworth involved in my shit.
J.G. Wentworth.
I don't want my money and I don't need it now.
No.
To me, we could start by taking a look at all the legislation, all the laws in cities and states that have been passed, and on the federal level that have been passed over the years that have been detrimental to underserved communities. Let's look at gerrymandering. Like, there are things that we can do to repair what's already in place that you motherfuckers don't want to disrepair. Because like you can pay out cash, sure, but all this shit that's still in place, it's still gonna be there. So let's start by doing that. If you really felt that way, which I know you don't, or you can just eat a dick.
Honestly, at this point, I'm done with the pretenses. I'd prefer they just eat a dick. Mitch McConnell, shut the fuck up.
Okay, shut up.
Shut the whole fuck. Shut the fuck, the whole fuck, and nothing but the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and pay the additional $1.20 for cheese on that fuck. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Shut your mouth and just let that be that. Man, don't give me. D. Randle, have we done a podcast?
We've done a podcast, man. I'm upset now.
Episode
47.
47?
Shit, 47. 3 to go. Fuck.
3 to go, man. Church announcements. Give it to them.
Man, I got one. Those of you who know me know that I am affiliated with Rappers I Know.
RappersIKnow.com. Shout out to Frank.
Yep. This week, I got a message from Frank himself. Frank,
The man himself?
the man himself. Now, I talk to him every day.
Okay. All right,
But
all right.
I got a specific message from him this week, on Tuesday or Wednesday, completely unsolicited, and he said, "Man, this show was funny." Didn't know what show he was talking about.
Oh,
I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, opinions while black. For those of you who don't know Frank does not listen to podcasts at all.
I did not know he was
At
listening to the show.
All. He doesn't have the attention span to listen to podcasts. But you know, every week I made him subscribe a while ago to the podcast. I made him subscribe, and I know he doesn't listen, but I was like, let's get the numbers.
Wow.
This week, he decided while he was designing to listen to a couple of them. And he also came across our most recent one. He said, man, he's like, no, like it all bullshit aside, your show is legitimately funny. I was like, well, wow. God damn.
You never know how you coming up in the world.
Coming from FWMJ himself, that's high praise.
God damn.
Like, I've worked with him on a lot of things, and he'll give some measured praise to certain things. That's the most that you can expect from him sometimes. He was like, no, whatever y'all are doing, he's like, that shit is legitimately funny. And I like that shit. I'm definitely gonna keep checking this shit out.
My nigga. Much love. Shout out. Thank you, Frank. Mr. FWMJ. Is that his Twitter?
Yep. That's his everything.
FWMJ on Twitter and Instagram probably.
Yep.
Thank you for that praise. It is so humbling because I'm a fan and I've been fucking with rappers I know for years. You can thank Cause for that. It is humbling and it makes the nigga feel real good to know that people that are out there that are doing things that I admire are admiring the show and want to be a part of Team Oz. Thank you very much for that. That is amazing. That is the kind of following, that is the kind of support that I am talking about. Team Oz, y'all are 1 in a fucking million. Y'all 1 in 10 million. Fuck that. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, and I am gonna do everything in my power to honor that going forward. I'm telling you, after episode 50, it's going to be a whole new ball game. We're out there, man. We are fucking out there. And then wait till these shirts come out. Wait till these shirts come out. We just came up with a shirt idea on this show, on this episode.
Buddy.
And I have no problem standing behind that. So look out for that going forward. Look out for announcements coming up within the week about the 50th celebration. Very exciting stuff. It's going to be a fucking mess. We're going to have fun the whole way through. Guys.
If anyone has a hookup for like an IV drip, let me know.
Y'all, we're going to have a good time this summer. This is going to be amazing. Until then, you have experienced episode 47. 47?
47.
Of Opinions While Black. I have been Oz.
I might still be D. Randle.
And as always, forever imparting titties. See, the real bag is going to be when titties start happening. Like when somebody starts sending me titties in the email.
Oh, we get them at the live show.
Yo!
And imparting titties! For the gram.
Put the idea in your head. That's Inception.